My name is Shawn Singh. I'm a third-year law student and fellow of the President's Student Leadership Program. It's an honor and a privilege to be with you here today to recognize two teachers that played an instrumental role in my educational journey at this year's reception. Many great teachers worked with me over the years, but Adriano Magnifico and Brandon Trask turned our time together into the most rewarding years of my life. Mr. Magnifico laid the foundation for my love of the English language in high school and showed me that a career is not a destination, but an evergreen journey. He was founding director of the Career Internship Program at Windsor Collegiate. Reflecting on my time in high school, I now know that I struggled with course content because of several cultural barriers. While that was the case, Mr. Magnifico saw my potential and worked closely with me to make it clear that these skills were necessary for my own success. I'll never forget the roller coaster of competing in the Canadian Manufacturers and Exporters Hovercraft competition, or the long days working on my team's business plan. After my time in high school came to a close, Mr. Magnifico continued to be my mentor. He taught me about giving back to my community. On several occasions, he invited me to speak about my journey and the lessons that I've learned. In those discussions, I talked to many students and showed them that their own success was in reach. They just needed the courage to grab it. The roadmap of my journey would not have been clear to me without the guidance I also received from several mentors at the University of Manitoba. Although my undergraduate gave me several frameworks for understanding the world, Brandon Trask inspired me to use my voice to advocate for greater equity in law through his passion for social justice. We worked closely together on several projects related to access to justice and social equity. His careful guidance and tireless commitment to empowering unrepresented groups helped me see the difference that a strong voice can make for those that cannot advocate for themselves. His passionate approach showed me how to use my own story as a source of strength, rather than a weakness like I had for most of my life. Professor Trask also helped me find my voice as a legal scholar. He immediately saw my potential as a legal writer and hired me as his research assistant. I'm a chronically big thinker and have always been told my ideas are too broad for feasible projects. Professor Trask took a different approach because he understood my thought process and showed me how to articulate my vision in a comprehensive piece of literature. Under his guidance, we published 4 works together, and I've published several others on my own as well. In essence, Brandon Trask taught me how to become the master of my own message, not only as a mentor, but as a close friend. With that in mind, I'll always be grateful that our paths crossed while I was a student at Robson Hall. Thank you for allowing me to join you to recognize Adriano Magnifico and Brandon Trask today. It was a privilege to be taught by such outstanding teachers, and it's a pleasure to recognize their exceptional work. I'm confident that they will both continue this legacy with many more students to come and are both most deserving of this award.